Well, it counts now. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 9 Mile Swamp. Boy, it's great to be here tonight. What an amazingly beautiful day.
Yes.
But it's hot here. So we've opened up all the windows and turned the lights down a little bit.
Get comfy.
So we have an interesting kind of night tonight. I didn't quite finish it, but my thought tonight was to intersperse songs and poems together. To try to, expand our theme of music and poetry just a little bit. I don't think we'll do this every week, but this week I found 3 or 4 poems that work with 3 or 4 songs, and sort of thought that might be kind of a fun thing to do.
Yes.
So Cheryl's dialing in the other groups, and I'm playing an instrumental. Hi, Michael.
Last night. Oops, just did something. There's always something I do here that's... Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Okay.
Be thankful I'm not operating that thing.
It locked me again. Maybe because I'm sharing with a whole bunch of people and it doesn't like me to do that.
That's probably it.
So I didn't used to do that before.
Do it one at a time.
But I think this didn't help me last time when I tried to fix it, so I don't know if it's going to help me again.
Here's an interesting fact. Those of you who are looking at computers now, the more labor-saving devices you have, the less leisure time you will have. But I do like writing poems on word processors.
Okay, well, I'm going to...
Okay.
I'm not quite done, but...
Okie doke.
Do you want to talk about the Willie Morris thing that we did last night? That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, well we're going to be doing a poem with which is William Morris having actually William Morris cursing out Donald Trump is one of the poems that I'm going to be doing tonight. No curses in it, but sort of cursing out in a sort of sense. So I'll get to that later. So I don't really want to do that so much out of context. However, I think I'll play another part of an instrumental hour because
Sorry.
the folks want to hear music. Karen, I have new glasses. I can almost see names. It's been a year and 2 months since I've had good vision.
All right, I think that I can pretend that everything's good now.
Okay. All right, so
sorry about
that. We're gonna open up with a brand new song. We tried it last week, and it was a let's see, what's the right word? Debacle, disaster.
No, well, the song wasn't.
call it, well, no, the song wasn't. And,
the evening was kind of...
the evening was a little rough.
Tough.
And so that's our new policy. If we really screw up a song on a week, then we have to play it the next week. So we're kind of hoping I'm not going to have to play my new song every single week. But since it's new, well, it wouldn't be so bad for me. And
that way
hopefully
you guys
it'll be okay for you.
You can all learn it and sing along next time.
So this is a song I wrote about while thinking about my grandfather, and who I never met, and he died a long, long time before I was born, and he was a painter, and he painted landscape paintings, and I want you to imagine the year is 1917, and a painter is setting up his easel and his brushes and his palette knives. Getting ready to do a landscape painting, and an absolutely beautiful woman walks by and speaks to him. And I don't know if this is completely true, but I know my grandfather was very hard of hearing and had a serious hearing deficit. And perhaps she speaks to him, and perhaps he doesn't want to speak back because he's self-conscious about his voice. And so instead of talking, they go off into the trees, into the woods, and make love. And that's the picture that I had in my mind. I'm convinced my grandmother would not have liked it. Maybe this was before he was married to her. I don't know. Prospect Park. Prospect Park, how we made love as the dusk turned to dark. You said you wanted forever. I should have known that you lied. Then came the summer of bliss. The taste of wine was the taste of your lips. I should have seen where this was going, and should have known you would lie. Convicted heartbreaker, ambitious love maker, there's nothing left you can steal. Your looks are soul shaking, and so my heart's breaking. The love you gave wasn't real. I bet you got out on parole to steal my heart and to vanquish my soul. I walk alone through the gardens and watch the lovers stroll by. Now all alone by the lake, the wind blows cold and the leaves start to shake. I can feel the winter coming. Just like the leaves, things must die. Convicted heartbreaker, ambitious love maker, there's nothing left you can steal. Your looks are soul shaking, and so my heart's breaking. The love you gave wasn't real. Convicted heartbreaker, ambitious love maker, there's nothing left you can steal. Your looks are soul shaking, and so my heart's breaking. The love you gave wasn't real.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, you caught it.
Okay. And here's a poem.
It's next to.
Yeah,
something.
there.
Put that on the floor so it's not
Yes,
somewhere.
correct. And this is called Henry Lambert, Brooklyn Landscape, 1919. And Cheryl, why don't you see if you can you move the camera so people can
will.
can see.
We'll
see
show you
that
the
landscape?
paintings.
Yeah.
Here's this one that is the broccoli tree.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'll read this for you now. Henry Lambert, Brooklyn Landscape, 1919. No human face that I can see beside the pond beneath the tree. Were you a loner? Just like me. In truth, I cannot see you. Brooklyn's where you painted these pathways, ponds, and autumn trees, finally now returned to me. The first art that I knew. These trees you painted long ago, no woodsman's axe can lay them low. But you died young, that's all I know. I never got to see you. My father made the wooden frames. Your given name's my middle name. So little there, it seems a shame. I never got to meet you. Twixt it and me, a century. But out my window, I can see the new spring grass and budding trees. That's one way I can see you.
One more. And here's the last one.
Okay.
And then we'll get this backward.
Oh my goodness.
Are you there?
Yeah, hey.
I have to get
Now
back in
all I'm
here.
missing is a Cheryl. So here's the song we've been playing for I guess several years. It's called I Hear My Name. You ready, darling?
I am.
Got your harmonica in
I
the
do.
key of C?
I do, I do.
I hear my name come whispering through the trees. The night shines cold, I just can't sleep. The sky is clear, no clouds obscure the view. So strange to think I can't see you. The moon is shining bright, feel alone against the night. Shining bright, it's shining on me. It moves across the skyway, leaves me wondering why I spend my time so cold and lonely. My baby used to stay home every night. She'd keep me warm, treat me right. We'd talk about tomorrows with a grin. If luck ran out, love would win. Now I understand in the beginning and the end of a change, there's nothing lasting. Memories to be learned, caged in letters to be burned or rearranged in seasons passing. Well, the trees release their leaves to let them go. When luck runs out, they can't grow. The sweet evergreen that grows the whole year long, I will track you down, you can't be wrong. But the night is deep and cold, and I hope I can hold to this dream. It keeps me going. The wind calls through the trees in a woman's voice to me. So it seems all loves keep growing. Yeah, I hear my name come whispering through the trees. The night shines cold, I just can't sleep. The sky is clear, no clouds obscure the view. So so strange to think I can't see you. Now I think I see that it wasn't meant to be. It's okay, I just can't change it. If the dove should land for an hour in my hand, unafraid, could I cage you?
Yeah.
Thanks. And here's a little poem. This is a poem that I wrote that I dedicated to Lola George. I imagine that there are at least a few Little Feat fans out there, and one big, huge, horrendous Lola George fan here, a Little Feat fan. This is called "I Did My Time," and Lola George has a song called "Mercenary Territory," which if you haven't heard it, and you're a musician, or if you know musicians, listen to Mercenary Territory. It's incredibly moving. I did my time, thanks to Lola George. I lost at big rodeos. I had a name that you could see under the names of the stars. I have a program tucked away somewhere. I work at the Flying Horse. I care for plugs that never flew. It pays for my tequila. The liquor pays me for my pains. Broken bones, bad memories. No buckles won to show the kids. I talk to luckless horses. They know the way this story goes.
It's a depressing poem.
No. Well, okay. as sometimes, it's real.
Yeah, so
Okay, let's
see-
move
see
along.
those words.
And we've got a song called "It Is Written."
Hi, Blaze. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Blaze. Let's get the right chord at the beginning. It sounds a little bit like this one. The coyotes cry at night. escapes in the fire's light. They'll know that the time is right when the mist meets the morning light. It is written, written, it is written, it is written. Song of summer in the air, they can hear it everywhere. Whispered by the wind, love begins again. Whispered by the wind, love begins again. It is written, whispered by the wind. It is written, love begins again. Whispered by the wind. It is written, love begins again. Okay, it is written. Next we have a song called All Our Fathers, which I wrote after reading several books about Native Americans, among them Custer Died for Your Sins, and just at least 7 or 8 books that I had. Some of them were for courses that I was taking. And All Our Fathers is ostensibly a song about Native Americans, but it's also a song about us, because it seems that commercialism and what would you call it, domestic colonialism, taking away all the things that belong to Native Americans, stealing their culture, and telling the tale of their demise falsely, giving them reservations and then taking those reservations back in many cases, or stripping the minerals out of them and leaving toxic hills of low radioactive materials in some cases, where people live. We did that to them, but we're also doing it to ourselves. We're also stealing our own culture through commercial enterprise. And that's kind of what this is about, that this process of acculturation is merciless, and it bulldozes everything, including us. All Our Fathers. It's also a song, by the way, it's also a song about fellowship, so, and about sitting around a fire.
Get the good stuff in there, too.
Get some good stuff in there, too. Ancestral sand, rivers of silver we've drifted on, and there's gold in the sunset as it fades fast away. I'll build a fire against nightfall, safe by its side you will stay. Sit by the fire I've been keeping. Sit by my fire until dawn, while you were so sweetly sleeping. All our fathers have gone. while the radio drowns out the sound of her child. Lonely girl opens the window. Radio sings to the night. Sit by the fire I've been keeping. Sit by my fire until dawn. While you were so sweetly sleeping, all our fathers have gone. Stones in a circle will linger. Ashes will drift in the wind. Words in the speaking were dying. Dreams in the daylight grow dim. And songs we'll remember for just a while they keep out the shadow that stalks in the night. We in a circle were singing. Stones in a circle survive. Sit by the fire I've been keeping. Sit by my fire until dawn. While you were so sweetly sleeping, all our fathers have gone. All our fathers.
Oh. Let's see.
So, what do we have? We
We
have a
have
poem.
another poem,
We have another
yes.
poem, a shorty, a real shorty.
Short one.
Last
That's your
night
two
we.
favorite people.
Yeah, my two favorite people. Last night we had the immense pleasure. I've been a member of the William Morris Society of both America and England since about 1973, and last night the American Society had its 50th anniversary, and a lot of the old folk who were part of the original founding of that society, which is a society of art and fellowship, and William Morris, of course, was a great arts and crafts period figure, as well as the inventor of the fantasy novel and one of the finest poets of his age. He was also a socialist, and I just can't even imagine what he would have said to Donald Trump. Well, actually, I can, and so I did. And I wrote the poem. What am I saying? This is called William Morris. Oh, by the way, he died in 1896. Speaks to Donald Trump. Bury it all. Deny it all light. Bear down with your heel till you've ground out life's last spark. You drink down the sun and goose-step in its light. Your shadow grows long, but seeds quicken in the dark. That was a William Morris expression that even if you crush out all art, the seeds will grow in the dark. So that's directly from William Morris. Okay.
Hey, Albie and Janice. Good to see you.
Yeah.
See you for real this weekend.
Aha!
Oh, and that reminds me, on June 2nd, we have a real live show in Woodstock.
You mean we're not sending the androids?
We're not sending the androids. It's not only the two of us, but we're also playing with Albie Groth and Eric Parker. Albie on bass and Eric on drums.
You mean like a band?
Yeah, at the Colony, the beer garden at the Colony.
You mean like a club?
Outside. It's beautiful out there. They have a lot of
Like a
picnic
picnic?
tables set up, and they have a whole bunch of different bands. And we're on from 6 to 7, 6 o'clock p.m. to 7 p.m. Dog knows.
I think we'll be playing this song. All my senses were on fire. I was torn up with desire. I could see it from behind, just a shadow in my mind. I could sense it in the air, within, without, and everywhere. Love is all the same. If you're feeling sad and lonely, you're the only one to blame. Heard your voices in the woods, trying to think which one was good. One was telling me, steal the day. Love was on the way. I didn't know what I should do. Which one would lead me here to you? Is love just passion on the wing? Is it a deathless song I can't sing? Go out and find someone. Love is love, it's all the same. If you're feeling sad and lonely, you're the only one to blame. Trying to think which one was good. Is love just an illusion? I felt lost in my confusion. Then I knew what I should do. Which one would lead me here to you? Is love just passion on the wing? Just a deathless song song that I can sing. Is love just passion on the wing? Just a deathless song I can sing. Just a deathless song I can sing. Okay.
I do happen to hear Perush singing along
Uh-oh.
a little bit, even though he's covered our parakeet.
Quiet, Perush.
He really likes his music.
Oh my goodness, our new parakeet is just is a musician. He's just incredible. So here's
Last poem
another
of the
poem.
evening.
This is the last poem of the evening, and this is called "The Garden," and it's called "The Garden" after a poem written by Andrew Marvell in the I think mid-1600s and 17th century for sure, called "The Garden," which is considered one of the great metaphysical poems of all times. This one, not so much. But as much as I like snakes, I do descend to the level of using snakes as demonic animals, even though we love our little guy here, our little gal here. "The Garden," dedicated to Andrew Marvell. The purest of thoughts, in the purest of shades, is this Garden of Eden I for myself made. And now do I wonder it ever survived, and how each tender leaf has just barely revived. I imagine we all have these bowers inside, but they turn into dogma whenever they die. Into each soft oasis, the fell snake arrives and pragmatically uproots each green thought alive. It's mindless and senseless to the wind's gentle touch. How we shiver to find it hates gardens so much. Tell that to your bulldozer. And the song's for Albie, because Albie always says, "Play snuff."
This is snuff.
This is snuff.
It's enough. Or
Snuff.
snuff.
Oh, let's get more delay.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta have delay. Are you ready? That's enough delay. All over the nation, love is so sweet. In the light and the darkness, when lovers meet, it's enough. Yeah, yeah. It's enough. There's the power to stop it when love's on the rise. There's no legislating kindness, love sets us free. And love's an intimate freedom. Oh, love has no shame. Oh, my nation, love melts the chains. It's enough. It's enough. Yeah, yeah. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. Yeah, yeah. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough.
Chirp.
Sure.
Purge.
Really?
Purge.
Oh my God, I said really. Perush. Perush on his per-urch.
Purge.
Here's the music, makes a lurch.
Oh, don't write poetry now. Wait
Sings
till
from the
later.
top of a beautiful white birch. Actually, he's never seen a beautiful white birch. He probably never will. But we played bird sounds for our bird, and then maybe that's one reason why he's so vociferous. He loves to scream along with hordes
Oh,
of
look, you have
parakeets.
the Willy mug.
Yeah, this is a Willy mug. Yeah,
It's
this
our
is a,
previous parakeet.
yeah, that's our
Here's
Willy.
Willy.
We miss Willy.
As we both sip from our drinks.
Mm-hmm. So what do we got here? We're going to finish
We'll
up
finish
with
up.
River of Stars.
Yes.
And this is one of my favorite songs.
Does it have to do with
I love to
boating?
play it. It does, yeah. But I just like to play it.
Oh.
I think it's a fun song to play. Here we are. On our river of stars. We're here alone in waters unknown. Baby, turn off your phone. You've got no one to talk to. Moon so new. We're out of view. If our anchor slips, we'll just have to drift. I lock on your lips. You got no one to talk to.
I'd like to note that you're what I'm floating my dream on.
Drift all night, still out of sight. Past Manhattan asleep, we'll drift out to sea. If the water gets deep, you can turn your phone on. Turn your phone on. you so much. It's been such a pleasure to see you tonight in the 9 Mile Swamp. We'll be back next week. And I think every week, as long as people are willing to listen to us.
Yeah, it's great to have you join us.
Yeah, it's a real pleasure to play for you. So have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next Thursday night.
And don't forget, we'll be at the Colony Beer Garden in Woodstock on Wednesday, June 2nd at 6 o'clock, from 6 to 7. A lot of great music there. Come out and enjoy the evening. Thank you again for joining us. Thanks for dropping us a line. We'll see you next week. So grateful